Alright guys, welcome back. This is Luke from Guild Umbra. Um, I know I'm breaking a cardinal rule that I was gonna not stream in game. But I wanted to do some things with crafting. Um, and I found it easier to just show you rather than just write this big wall of text or, have you hear me rambling on and on and on and on about what crafting is about and whatnot. But basically what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you, this is my Esper at level 50, and the purpose of this video is I'm going to run around real quick and show you the crafting daily regions. Now you might be asking, well, why is this important? Well, let me just show you, okay, what regions we're looking for. I'm a tailor on this guy. So you get something called expert tailor research, okay, that becomes available to you later on as you progress through your trees and whatnot, your tech trees. And as you can see here, I have several of the recipes already. You get these recipes from a vendor in Ilium for the Dominion side. I don't know the Excel side name of the city. Sorry, I just I don't. But I'm sure they have something similar, a vendor in their home city that you can also get these recipes from. So what you do is you get the recipe and then you make it one time and then you learn it forever. Okay? But, okay, as you progress, you will need different regions to make those schematics and to be able to learn them. Now, the region I'm talking about in this video that I'll be picking up is, where is it? Research assets. It's called an Elden data fragment. Basically, there's 3 quests. There's a quest guy that's directly behind the vendor in Ilium. He'll have a little check mark on his above him, and you talk to him, and he gives you this box, which has a random chance of giving you these Elden data fragments, 1 to 4. So I've been somewhat unlucky for the most part, and I've only gotten 1. But there was this one time I got the chest and I opened it and I got 4, and I about wet my pants. It was awesome. So the reason you need to be getting these every day is, like I stated earlier, if you're wanting to craft in-game materials and either put them on the auction house or for guildies or whatever you may want to use them for, you're going to need to run around and get these Elden data fragments to be able to learn the recipes. Okay, that's the purpose of these. So I guess I'm going to go ahead. I think that was what I was wanting to cover early on. I'm going to go ahead and just show you exactly where you need to go to get your Elden data fragments. Okay, there's 3 places, and just watch the video and you'll see them. I'll try to comment on it, but I just wanted to. It's easier to do it this way than to make a video talking about a bunch of nonsense, and it would not be as direct for a lot of people. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna just show you. Here we go. So this guy right here will give me my first daily data ration. Okay, that's the chest I was talking to you about. Open up your inventory, right click it. I got 1, so I'm very unlucky, told you guys. But directly in front of this guy is the vendor that you buy your endgame schematics from. Okay, so I've got all the epichos. I call them tier 1 recipes. I already got them. I already learned them, and so I permanently have them. As you can see right here, um, I permanently have them. I have a chest. I got a foot. I got hands, head, legs, shoulder, and you can also get a back. Pretty cool. Um, and then there's like what I call a tier 2, tier 3 type of recipe. Again, these are bought through crafting vouchers, which are done by going to each of the zones and doing your work orders. Um, as you can see, the first patterns are significantly cheaper compared to the second patterns. Okay, and they even get higher as you go up. So you got some tier 3 stuff here that I can make, but it's a lot of vouchers. Now also, just more FYI, you can buy these hybrid power cores here. You can also get hybrid power cores through salvaging. That's like 50 blue gear, or anything close to level 50 gives you a pretty good chance to get a hybrid power core. Now you need these hybrid power cores to make those recipes. It's the only way you can get those power cores. Technologists cannot make those power cores for you. Other things you can get a bag of surplus crafting goods. I haven't really bought these. There's a guy named Anres. I don't know if you guys heard of him. He's a pretty freaking awesome guy. He knows a significantly more. He has a large knowledge when it comes to crafting. I mean, that is most of what this guy does. And he's already got some videos out there talking about crafting. But I just wanted to cover some things that this vendor buys. It's, just basically a bag of crafted goods. It's random. So, you're not expected to get everything that you might normally get, through just doing regular farming of materials. These are just the different things you can buy. Okay, but the power cores you need to make the recipes up here. Okay, also with other regions. Signs and Elden Fusion, but I'm getting way off track. Basically, that's the first guy you talk to, Commission Agent Xavich, I guess. I butchered that name, I'm sure. The next area is in here. As you can see, there's a little yellow hammer above my guy. Now, depending on what trade skill you have, it determines which one of the guys you talk to. Okay, but basically what happens is you talk to this guy and he gives you this quest. Let me close out a few things here, which tells you to go to Malgrave and talk to this person, and then once you do that, you have to come back here and turn it in, and you get another chest. So what I like to do normally is like when I first log in, like I just did, I'll run and grab the first box from this guy over here, the Agent Xavich, and then I'll go talk to my tailoring guy in here and get that quest, and then I'll run out to Malgrave and I'll do my work orders out there. While I'm out there, I'll go talk to this guy, lady, dude right here, and complete the quest. And I'll also, while I'm out there, pick up the cooking daily quest, which requires you to go out to this place in Malgrave, talk to this guy, run back and turn it in. And the cool thing is, once you go talk to the guy, you can go to any of the cities that have the cook vendor and turn it in. So what I usually like to do is, once I've gone and talked to that guy, I'll port back to Ilium, and I'll turn it in, turn them all in at the same time. Now, what's important to note is that if you already have one of those daily ration bags or chests in your inventory, it won't let you pick up another one until you open that one. So don't freak out. It'll still give you your chest. So we're going to head out to Malgrave, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, in Malgrave, we're going to run over here, look around. I'm sure there's faster ways to do this, but I'm trying to commentate on this stuff while doing it also, which is not always easy. But this is where I would normally pick up my work orders, and I'd do them real quick. However, I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to run over here. This is Chef Cecilia. Now, you can, like I stated, talk to her in any city, but while I'm out here anyway, I'll just go ahead and pick it up, pick up the quest. Okay. Now you'll notice that my optional got completed on this one part of the quest. So now all I have to do is just go talk to this lady, which is 233 meters that way. So we're going to head down there real quick. And there she is. I think it's a she. It's a lob. It's hard to tell. Talk to her. Got the complete. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to run out to Chef Emerag, I guess is his name. And he's a good ways out there. You can see on my mini map, this is where he is and this is where I'm at. So it takes me a little while to get out there, so just bear with me. I'll try not to bore you to tears with my savage traveling skills. But anyway, I'm gonna head on out that way. So while I'm heading out here, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I do have my dashboard up this time, so I'll be able to answer a few questions if anyone has anything crafting related that they'd like to talk about. Still enjoying this game very much. We're doing a lot of PvE progression stuff, so that's I apologize if I haven't been able to put out as many videos as I'd like. Real life stuff takes precedence in my life, so when real life happens, the first thing that I drop is streaming. So that's just part of my life. Okay, I'm not gonna talk too much about that, but I'm sure people will understand and people will misunderstand that. But that's fine too. Alright, and here we are. Chief Emerag, for lack. I sure have brutally, viciously destroyed that name, but here he is. Talk to him. It says return back to Chef Cecilia. I know both of these are in Ilium, and I know my recall transmat is set to Ilium. So instead of boring you guys to tears, I'm just going to port back to Ilium and turn these in. Alright, running in here, turning in here. Oop, a little bit of lag there.
Do you have an update?
People must be like me. They're just getting off work and wanting to play Wildstar. And again, I only got one. I'm sad. Really.
Got news, do ya? Bloody hell.
And one again. So, you know, it's one of those things that I would highly suggest, you know, any player who wants to get that crafting gear as soon as possible, do your work orders. Do your work orders. Not all of them. Obviously, it's very difficult to have all the materials. Like, for me, for example, I don't spend 24/7 on Wildstar. But when I am on, I do try to do a good bit of farming for the tailoring. Farms are a big deal, especially if you can find the herbs that you can then change into cloth and then you can use for your work orders. Okay, and it's free money. It's not, you know, I'm going to run over to the auction house, buy 50, say, canvas cloth just so I can do my dailies and waste a lot of money. But right now there is a bug with a lot of the crafted gear. I think all of the crafted gear, where if you put it up on the auction house, you can't see the stats. So as soon as they fix that, which I hope comes very soon, I'll be able to you know, throw a lot of these schematics out there on the market. And for any new 50 that's, you know, he just hit 50 and he wants some good gear and he's willing to spend the money, guess what? Free money. You know, because it's not really that, at least the Epichos gear, the tier 1 I call it, these here, they don't really require too much. The hardest thing to find is the Sign of Fusion Eldon, and the Hybrid Core. And really, these aren't that hard. I won't give you my secrets as to where I find them. And I certainly won't give you my farming spot for Sign of Fusion Eldon. I'll let you figure that out yourself. But you know, as far as in-game crafting, this Epichos gear, it's okay. It's like, I'd say, pre-adventure veteran gear. The next step up, the adventurous gear, I think is like more or less a pre-veteran dungeon gear. Okay, it's for those people who don't want to farm adventures until their eyes bleed, but still want to see some content in the veteran dungeons. So that's probably the next set I'm going to be working on. Right now I'm sitting at around 15,000 crafting Valkyrs, which I can get somewhere in the range or in the vicinity of, I'd say, 12,000 just by doing Grimvault, Malgrave, and possibly Wilder Run dailies. It depends on what materials I have. So, anyway, I hope this was an informative video. Keep in mind that this is the same for just about every trade skill except technologist, I believe, at this point. They're still working on some technologist stuff. I mean, you don't even have recipes as a technologist right now to buy from this Commissioner Tyrenia lady. Okay, and so I think that's about it. I think that's what I kind of wanted to cover. Again, this is video that was instructional and information that I wanted to get out, and mainly to my guildies, but also to other people. I do feel it's okay to share some information with some people, but I don't want to give away my secrets. Okay, but I do want to help people, do well with the crafting. I've had a lot of fun with crafting in this game. I do have some complaints right now, and I think they're going to be addressed. So a lot of this might change in the near future, so to speak. I know they have a new major patch coming out soon, and I don't know if crafting made their list. Obviously there's other bugs in the game that they're needing to work on. But as a crafter in this game, you can make money if you know what you do. If you know what you need to do. Obviously don't spend a lot of time buying stuff off the auction house. Learn to farm. Take the time, go out there and farm. Don't be a lazy ass, for lack of a better word. Get out there and farm. It doesn't take that long if you know where to look. And if you don't know where to look, sometimes it's best to browse around the forums at Wildstar. Wildstar forums. That's a good place. Sometimes you can get lucky and run across a couple guilds that haven't locked their forums, and there's a guide of, oh, hey, this is where you find it. So again, keep in mind, guys, that if you're wanting to do in-game crafting and you're wanting to get all those recipes and you're a completionist like I am when it comes to crafting, do your work orders. Number one, do your work orders. Supplement the materials well. I'd say the day before, dailies reset, and as soon as they reset, do them again. Right now what I've been doing is I'm neighbors with a couple of my guildies, and I'll run out there and basically plant their farms, farm it and plant it, and same with mine, and that's where I get all my herbs to bake tailoring mats to then use for my work orders. So just wanted to take a minute and look at, see if anybody had any questions. Doesn't look like it. I have one viewer. Yay! It's probably a guildie. Well, anyway, this is Luke from Guild Umbra. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. I still might do some crafting stuff in game. I don't know yet. The one thing I don't want to do is do a lot of in-game streaming as far as getting on there and doing adventures and whatnot, because right here sitting still, I have right around 400 latency. So I don't know if you guys ever played with something like that, but it's not easy to do good at all with 400 latency. So I'm in the process of changing ISPs, so maybe that'll get resolved soon. But in the meantime, hang in there, guys. I'll get some more videos out as soon as I can. Anyway, this is Luke from Guild Umbra signing off. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.